What's going on, everyone? Welcome to episode number 29 of Damn That's Good with Big Salinas Barbecue. I'm your co host, Rainy Salinas, joined by my brother, Junior Salinas. We got a good, fun show going on. This is going to be our Super Bowl slash Valentine's Day show. So, without further ado, let's get this party started.
Hey. Great episode last week. We just kind of got back in the groove of things. Gonna kind of do the same again. We're gonna have a great show for you, definitely for sure. But as always, we thank you, the listeners. So check us out anywhere you get your podcast. Also, check us out on YouTube. Hit that subscribe and like button of the Good Vibes Network. That's where you will find us as well, and you will get all the stuff, especially when we go live. You'll want to definitely want to do that. So we got some new products we'll talk about here that I know we're advertising. But first, let's thank our sponsors, which are Prairie Fresh, Mad Cow Cutlery.
Holy Smoke Spice Company, and Brothers Keepers Barbecue. Of course, you can check us out, bigslinsbarbecue.com. Hit all the links down below. Follow us on Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, Facebook, all the social media sites. Even though we don't post a lot on Twitter, you can follow us there anyway. You got a small business shout out?
I do. I got a small business shout out that actually did a install for me on my TV here that I went and purchased. Got me a brand new 75-inch big screen TV. Got the PlayStation 5 loaded underneath it. And it was Campbell's installation. It came out here, did a great job. He was actually in and out faster than I had thought he would be here. I thought he'd be here a while. Ran the wires. There's no wires that are visible and stuff. He takes pride in his work and is always able to answer your questions. I found him on Facebook at Campbell's Installation, and we did most of our chat right through the Facebook Messenger. He can be reached at 214-493-0853. He's got nothing but great reviews. Hit them up. It's for all your needs. The price comes with the whole kit and caboodle. All you got to do is supply the TV and the location, and he'll find a way to make it look amazing. So that's my small business shout out. What you got?
I got some beard products. This one is Jay's Beard Essential. You can check them out on Instagram. This one here that I got is called Fresh Brew D. If you're a coffee lover, or if you just love the smell of freshly brewed cup of coffee and have a beard, check them out. Get this one. This one smells phenomenal. He's got a lot of great products. Small business, like I said, follow him on Instagram. Hit him up. You know, I like this one, man. You smell it. It wakes you up, man. You know.
Yeah.
But I got some mail call in today. So we got some pins. Y'all can see it. Big Salinas Barbecue, big taste, big flavor, Big Salinas. Got some pins in, so when you place an order, you're gonna get a pin. Of course, for the first 100 people that order while we have them in stock, you'll get a pin, some stickers. Who knows what else you'll get? You never know. If I'm in the given mood, I may throw in extra sauce, some rubs. Who knows?
It might be Christmas come early.
Yep.
Christmas come in February. Definitely get those orders in for sure as we get closer to the ordering season. Really kind of wedding season is about to pick up for sure. That's usually a busy time. So
Yep.
order what you can because our sauce and rubs, they go great on anything. So definitely give it a shot. Let us know what you're using it for because we'd love to hear. We'd love to hear it and see what you've used some rubs for. So that's interesting. Got some pins. Anything? Are you got anything new else in the works, or what else you working on?
Yeah, nothing else in the works. Right now, just been busy. You know, dealing with some issues, getting some stuff worked out, some ironed out. Um, orders coming in, trying to ship them to stores, working on trying to get catering orders in. So I've been busy behind the scenes. As you have to, moving, getting everything straightened up in order, dealing with some stuff over there as well. But
Big time stuff over there.
like, yep. Hey, when the man upstairs throws a curveball at you, you just got to brush it off, get up, and say, you know what, whatever. Let's keep moving.
That's it right
Lessons
there.
learned.
That's definitely it. Stuff with the old apartment, stuff with the new house flooring and stuff, but nothing that is definitely going to break our spirits, especially when you have the little one running around and getting bigger. Seems like she's probably gotten taller since you just saw her this past Sunday. So she's growing at a rapid rate, which I know they do. So, but that's exciting for her, for that. So we're excited. We're almost done with the move in, and then got all the stuff kind of squared away. Waiting on a few things just so we can finish her room up. Definitely don't want to have a dresser she pulls on and then it falls on her or something like that. So we're waiting to kind of get a better secure so we can secure it to the wall. But doing good. So, and then I know you had some interesting things, like you said, you got stuff in the works. We definitely have been hit with the curveball or 2 or 3, a couple brushbacks with baseball season rolling up for sure. We'll see what they do. For sure, like I said, just got to keep moving, keep our head up, and keep doing that for sure. Don't let anything slow you down.
For sure.
So, but the Super Bowl is coming up. We'll get into that later.
Super Bowl's coming up. We got Valentine's Day coming up. But something I wanted to ask: how much of the episode did you check out of the Pit Life BBQ with Kosmo? You check out most of it, some of it.
The first bit of it. And those Pit Life BBQ guys, they do a great job. Check them out. If you can't watch, they love the one thing I love about them. And the one thing we're trying to do when we go to the feed is that instant feedback that, hey, this is, hey, they try to give you shout outs as they're doing an interview. They'll stop and, with somebody and do it. They had Kosmo's Q on there, this last one. It was really interesting. Like I said, I watched the first little bit of it and then I actually had to get off because we had something we had to do. So I couldn't really listen to it and I haven't been able to get back to finish that episode. Yeah.
It was a good fun. It was a good episode. He gives a lot of, his story, how he got started out, how everything came about. And, if you haven't heard of Cosmos Q, you definitely need to give his stuff out. If you tried it, he's got a lot of great stuff. He's always coming out with, new and interesting things, for the keto friendly people, the people who love blazes and sauces, love hot stuff. I know Jeff has loved some of that ghost pepper wing dust that I got. He loves that one for sure. But other than that, is there something? What you got planned for Monday?
Real quick, the thing I have before we get into what I've got planned on Monday. Mm-hmm. With that thing, and I'm not going to put 2 things. It cracked me up because this is where I kind of left the episode, is when they asked him about when he told the story about his daughter in the school. And he's just selling this stuff. And she said he sells powder. It took a school. And Greg, the barbecue broker, knew it was coming. You could see it. It was lined up. There was no other way for it. It was interesting. Like I said, it was a very fun episode. When I got to see, I'm going to go back tomorrow. Been meetings and stuff with work today. So we'll get it going. And finish that episode, but it was definitely great. It was as far as Monday, what have I always told you? Why you ask me what I got planned?
You ain't gonna cook nothing.
I ain't gonna do nothing. Valentine's is just a day. It's a made-up holiday to make men feel guilty to buy their women something. Period. I should be able to tell you I love you on Monday, on Tuesday, on Wednesday, or whenever, and send her flowers whenever, and it not cost me $85 to send her a dozen roses or a dozen whatever. Yep. or to go to a steakhouse and there's a 2-hour long wait because everybody's going to try to get steakhouse. We did that one year. We wanted to go eat dinner. She wanted Roadhouse. We waited 2.5 hours to go to Texas Roadhouse. When normally we're in and out. We're sitting in there. We're out in an hour, if that long. It took us 2.5 hours just to get in, and then our normal time, and then we were out. And there were still people waiting to be seated down because it was Valentine's Day, and they wanted to take a mistake. Here's my thing. Here's my advice to the man. You do what you want. You do what you want. But what I like to do is tell her I love her, show her gifts when it's not going to cost me extra money, because money is valuable, especially nowadays. Going to buy groceries, Randy, we had like 4 bags of groceries, $100. I said, what? For 4 bags? Everything's going up. So I'm just not going to do it. So we make, I might plan something next weekend, maybe this weekend, surprise her with something. But not going to, for Valentine's Day, we might DoorDash something, to be honest with you. I don't know. May have you cook us a brisket or something. I ain't going to.
DoorDash some steak.
I'll probably be waiting 3 hours for the DoorDash.
It's gonna be busy. It's always busy.
We're gonna figure it out. I don't know. I might just do some steaks. So, that's always something to cook for some. But she'll get her typical Valentine's Day Facebook post, so y'all can check that out at on my Facebook page and go from there. But that's all I'm doing. What you think your daddy gonna do for mama?
He ain't gonna do nothing. He gonna go buy some Walmart flowers and some chocolate. That's usually what he does. And then may go take her out, one day out, to Saltgrass or Texas Roadhouse or something. But, other than that, they ain't gonna do not much. I mean, we just had back-to-back weeks of birthdays from our sisters. Leslie having 1 week, spending $400 for a meal at a hibachi place, and then going to Cheddar's for her mother on this weekend, with her birthday being on Tuesday. That's a lot of food, a lot of money that you pay for right there. Now, granted, Cheddar's wasn't as bad, for sure. 30, I think everyone paid about $30-$40 with
it was right around $40, I think, with tip, for sure.
But we're going to take a quick break. When we come back, we're going to dive right into some more talk, what we got planned on for Super Bowl. Want to see how that one goes. You just never know. We'll be right back.
Sometimes, and you're just like, oh my God, we're living in the future. I feel like I'm having that more and more every day. I think that if you don't feel it, dude, just look around, man. Like, we are literally living in that type of environment, like that of Blade Runner, or maybe not as far. We don't have flying cars. Get it? I get you. You know what I mean? But what I sent you was, and I don't know if you saw it, but it was a video of a robot doing road work, like in Dallas.
Oh yeah. It
was just like this fucking robot that was just like going back and forth doing little road work, and it was like a
yellow robot,
little yellow ass robot, just like out of Star Wars or something, just on the side of the road doing road work. And I'm like at a stoplight, just like, we are living in the future. We are there. We're there.
Yeah, but that's not the norm yet. When that becomes the norm, I'll say we're there. That is like,
it shook me. I was like, what the f?
But they don't have like thousands, millions.
No. But
all around.
But they're doing so much road work. Obviously, I live off. I live off of 635. But I'm saying, if you know anything about Dallas, 635 is like one of the major highways, and it's 100% always under construction.
And welcome back, everyone. Well, Super Bowl coming up. For us, when we're recording it, but for y'all, it's already there. It's already been there. But you can have a Super Bowl party whenever. We got the Bengals and the Rams. I could care less who wins, but I kind of hope Joe Burrow wins on those Bengals. But the one thing I do ask, they need to stop with that who they chant. I mean, there's only one chant like that. That's who that.
Okay, I'm glad you brought that up. Why? Who dat? Who they? Come on now.
It's the same thing. You just switch
I'm
one
glad,
word.
you know what? We might be some bitter. We might be, according to everybody, we might be the worst fan base. We always think it's our year deep down inside, but I think that's what every true fan base should think, other than the Lions fans or something like that. But at least we don't have no weird, like the Washington, whatever they're called now. I won't even, the Redskins. They had the hail to the Redskins. The Eagles do something. You got the who dat, the who they, the Chiefs trying to do the Florida State chomp. I mean, come on, man. The Florida State had that for years. Now y'all trying to steal it. And here's the funny thing with the things. The fans that don't know have any clue about it. The bandwagons that are just cheering for Mahomes and them think it's an original idea.
Yep.
And that Florida State stole it. Come on, man. Give me work. Who you got in the Super Bowl? Who you gonna win?
I think the Bengals are gonna win it. I think it's gonna be a close game. But I don't see really anybody on the Rams gonna stop Jamar Chase. As much as Ramsey is lobbying for him. I mean, you got burnt by Mike Evans, who's nowhere near the caliber of Jamar Chase when it comes to speed. So I don't see that matchup going real well for him. I think just at some point in the game he's going to get embarrassed in one play or two. I think that's what's going to cost him. But like I said, I could care less who wins. If the Rams win, hey, more power to you. But if you lose, you spend all those picks for nothing. Who you got? Who you picking?
I'm with you. I don't really have a necessarily I want them to win. Or it would be cool to see Joe Burrow win and Jamar Chase win a national title together, and then all of a sudden win a Super Bowl together. The AFC is going to be scary coming up. There's a lot of young guns up there, so I kind of, if I had to pick one team, I would say the Bengals would be there, but like if the Rams pull it out, okay, I can do it. Chelsea be happy. She has a crush on Sean McVay. She thinks he's hot, so whatever. So she's kind of got the root in there, but like I said, it's honestly one, I wouldn't, it doesn't matter to me either way. Who would won? Will be interesting if the Rams win. It'd be 2 times. Never happened till last year. Now happened again. The host team playing in the Super Bowl, and then they win it. That would be kind of interesting from there. But we'll see. Like I said, it should be a good game. I'm more excited for the halftime show. I'm not even gonna lie. I'm pumping myself up on it. Hopefully, it's not a letdown of letdowns, but
it better not. I mean, you got Snoop.
I don't think it can be, but it's got to be somewhat censored to a certain point.
I don't care. You better not censor that. You better not censor it all the way. All I know is there's a football game going on at the Dr. Dre and the Snoop concert, from what some people have been putting on TikTok. But what do y'all got planned for this? What y'all gonna be watching? You gonna be here at the Casa de Salinas?
Probably is what I'm thinking. We'll go, like you said, it's been a busy couple weeks. I mean, that's kind of why we delayed things. We're moving. You got stuff going on. We've had birthdays galore. Derek started on her family, and then it was Larry, and then you had Jeff, Victoria, Leslie, them, and then in between all that,
happy birthday.
Welcoming Luke as another nephew. End of the world. He came in, big old boy at 8 pounds, 7 ounces, 20 inches. So healthy. And then, we'll have another one. Derek will have his little boy and Beckham later on this year as well. So we'll see. I don't know where we're going to watch. I know we're going to go see him, but I'm probably going to watch it at your house. I would imagine at Casa de Salinas, or it could be maybe their house. I don't know. I will definitely keep you posted on that. Because we gotta have a spread. But speaking of spreads and speaking of food, I want to know, once you have listened to, obviously, like you said, we tape on the Wednesday and then it comes out on Monday since Super Bowl had already been played. What did you eat? What did y'all prepare for it? What is your, other than wings, take out wings, Because
Oh man,
wings
you
is
should
too
check out what
easy.
we were gonna eat.
Wings are too easy. Just take out chicken wings because that's a staple. I mean, you don't have a Super Bowl party, I think, without chicken wings. What's your favorite thing? What's your go-to? What's something you want to have?
I wouldn't mind some like nachos, loaded barbecue nachos, maybe. Uh, maybe like some street tacos.
We did some brisket and nachos one year. It was pretty
Yep.
good. With some big Salinas sauce on it. Ooh.
Well, I mean, that's pretty much what most parties you're gonna go to. You're right, wings. You're gonna have some form of cheese dip. You're gonna have, of course, your chips, your salsa. Um, if you can have, like I said, nachos, um, street tacos. Uh, those are the things that popping into my mind for it. And of course, you can do some ribs. You can do some barbecue.
Oh yeah, you got it. You can always do some barbecue. You can always, looking at here a couple different things. One on the Food Network and one off of today.com, the Today Show, the today.com. And they were talking about the dips. We'll dive into some things here. The dip, which, obviously they're saying like guacamole, salsa, spinach artichoke dip, which whatever. What's your what kind of dip would you want? Do you just want guacamole? Do you want salsa?
I wouldn't mind guacamole or salsa. Like I said, good cheese dip. I think one year we had like the 7-layer bean dip.
Yep.
I saw someone on TikTok do like a pulled pork cheese dip. You throw all the cheese, salsa, all that kind of stuff, cream cheese. Throw some pulled pork on there, smoke it, and then you just dip it with Fritos. That's something that looked pretty good.
There's one I'm looking at right here. Definitely go check it out. Like I said, if you're watching it on YouTube or you're watching it there, go look at some of these recipes. But this one is a jalapeno popper dip. Basically, it's the cream cheese dip, and then they have the jalapenos on the bottom, and then top it off with the little bacon and stuff crumble on the top of it. But you can go wild with that. That's something you could take and go whatever for it. But what about like just the old? We haven't had them in a while. What about like pigs in a blanket? Could you do something like that?
Yeah, I could see that.
Pizza. We talk. You can't have pizza.
Some smoke. You can do some smoked pizza.
See, that's what I'm thinking. It's like stuff to make and grill or something like that. Because you order it, you're gonna have to order it like almost now. If not, you may already have been too late if you're wanting like wings from like an actual restaurant, Wingstop or Buffalo Wild Wings or something like that. But we'll die, or anything else but wings. If you had to do one set of wings with a certain spice, what would it be? Flavor.
Oh man,
call it flavor.
Flavor, probably like a garlic parmesan. You need to do some butter, some garlic, Parmesan cheese. Fry it, smoke it, air fry it, whatever you want first, and then you put it in that butter, mix that around. I think that's usually what we kind of go with. Of course, we're gonna throw some lemon pepper, some spicy. Who knows?
Definitely. Or you could use, like I said, the blazing barbecue one. You use a scorpion rub or reaper rub, or Cosmo Q's got the ghost pepper dust. Just pick a rub, pick a dang on there, and give it a shot.
Give it a try, depending on how hot you want it, what flavor you want. Yep.
If we invite some of the other ones over there, we'd have to have it from definitely. Like, it's funny with like Kelsey's family, because you've got the grandmother and stuff. They want it. She wants it salt, pepper, no spice whatsoever. And then you look at like Derek and Larry that want it, burn your butthole hot. And so it's two completely into the spectrum right there. But something you could make or something people could make, and maybe you could show your, I think you've talked about it in the past, but let's bring it up. When you made the tater tots, little spread, little casserole thing that you made, that would be good. What was your recipe on that?
That was just tater tots. So basically put them in the oven, cook them for a little bit. And then of course you're going to have to throw your cheese on there, whether your pulled pork, brisket, chicken, whatever, bacon, throw that in there, let that go. I put some ranch on it, put some barbecue sauce on it. If you're going to go with a cheese, certainly go with, like a Velveeta type cheese. Definitely, I mean, you can put up, 7 different kinds of cheese, whatever kind of cheese you like. Put your favorite rub on there. If you like that, if you want some hot, definitely go with some Blazing Star, Scorpion, Reaper rub, Cosmos. You can use a hot porker rub, or porker rub, whatever. Throw that on there, and go to town with it. It's good, especially if you want to throw it on the smoker. Throw it on the smoker.
I'm gonna order some of that scorpion rub. I'm just gonna have to order it. I'm just dying to try it. I know it's probably gonna be beyond my spice palate, which us being Mexican is very rare for us to not like spicy food. We'll admit, but it just looks too good when he's putting it on stuff to not give it a shot. Here's one that I'm coming across. Why have we never thought about this? Grilled cheese with bacon. Basically, it's a bacon, mac, and grilled cheese sandwich. How come we've never said that? You put bacon on anything, and I'm in. So.
Yeah, you can put bacon on anything.
I mean, loaded fries, loaded French fries with. This one's got French fries loaded up with, and then it's got carne asada on top of it. You could certainly use whatever. Wouldn't think of some of these things on here, but everybody's got a different palate. Vegan egg rolls or cauliflower stuff that certain people got to eat a certain way. So definitely know your audience if you're out there cooking. See what they like. One thing that would be good too would be some good old smoked bratwurst. You cook those things up, that's really good. From there, so you can't go wrong with that.
Definitely can't go wrong with that. You can make some like hamburgers instead of using hamburger buns. Get you some like a waffle maker. Get you some tater tots. Throw the tater tots in the waffle maker, and you got your bun right there.
Again, with the bacon thing on the Today. It's today.com/food/best Super Bowl recipes. As they got it, and they have some scrolling down the page. It's their spice. This is spicy. Obviously, you can take the spice out. Bacon, cheddar, deviled eggs. I may actually try deviled eggs if it had some bacon on top of it. I ain't gonna lie. I might not.
Maybe.
But, like I said, bacon. Anything with bacon. Yeah, I mean, what about, I've seen shrimp pop up. When I think Super Bowl, I don't think fish at all. There's times for, fish boil, fish fry, or something like that. But for the Super Bowl, nah, I'm just not feeling that. Or even like this one says chili. I'm not even feeling a chili. Maybe if you're more up north, where the Pit Life guys, Massachusetts and all that, and it's snowing and it's cold. It's 75 degrees when we were taping this today or something like that. We'll get back down to a little bit normal temperatures, but this is. I
mean, we were snowed in last week.
I told you, and you put it on that post. Well, on your post about they sent the weather down and they laughed about closing the schools. No, just 2 days. We just closed for 2 days, but we're gonna get all the seasons within a week. Within 1 week, we went from teens to 75 degrees. Just absolutely crazy. For there. Burrito pies would be another. Thinking of another good one. What else? Anything else you can? I mean, we're just talking about a huge spread. I think that's what I see now. If we're going drinks, you thinking you want a beer? You want a mixed drink? What you think?
I always gotta go beer. So either Middle Light or our new favorite beer, that Cerveza Por Favor by 903
I can't
Brewery.
I'm further away from
you can never find it. I find it all the time.
I'm gonna have to find it. I'm gonna need to do it for sure. That's to me what it is. Maybe you go with like a Crown and Coke or something to top it off at the end of the night for me. From there, dessert wise, what are you thinking? Dessert wise, you gotta have your sweets among all this stuff.
We never have sweets.
We never do.
We just eat.
We eat all day. Mini Oreo football truffles. I mean, some of these are just amazing what they look like. And the pictures on it, pretty amazing for like I said, shoot us, tag us in your post, Big Salinas Barbecue or Damn Let's Go with Big Salinas Barbecue. Let us know what you're cooking, what you cooked for the Super Bowl, what's your favorite go-to dish. Obviously, like I said, ours is probably, and the reason I took it out at the initial thing is chicken wings. I mean, but chicken wings, pizza, and I'm okay with that. Or we can go chicken wings, hamburger, bratwurst. I mean, like I said, just a mix of whatever. We'll go from there, but definitely, for sure, check it out. We'll see. I don't know. Should be a good game. Great halftime show. I'm hoping. Crossing my fingers.
Yeah.
I'm excited. And all the TikToks out there got me excited just because they're like, you're going to parent us, Luckily, Eden's not old enough, but if she was old enough, she'd get to see who her dad really was when the music comes on. Nick will get to see Leslie. He's around her because she's not shy about singing all those songs that we grew up to. So, what else you got Super Bowl related?
I think we covered it.
I covered it all.
We covered it. I mean, it's going to be, definitely tag us in those pictures. Let us know what you cooked up, what you got, what's your go-to meal. Definitely, because that, we love seeing that. You got a TikTok, favorite TikTok, we're going to dive into. I want to ask if you've seen it yet. We'll take a quick break. When we come back, we're going to do the last segment.
No, all that matters is you got to the playoffs and you win playoff games. And he's been winning playoff games.
So is Burrow.
Right? Burrow
against probably better competition too.
Burrow ain't going to be able to get sacked 9 times and win this football game. There is too much of a talented offense on the other side of that field that's going to whoop that ass. And you're talking about the best, one of the best, if not the best defense. Look at all the stars. I mean, you got Von Miller. I'm sorry.
Oh, I know. Well, that's what I'm saying. If the Bengals win, then I think it's on the shoulders of Joe Burrow. Whereas I think the Rams could win even if Stafford has an average game, because they've got so much other talent around him that can take the game over, and he doesn't have to do it all.
And I guess I'm just not buying that Burrow is as talented as Stafford. I think Burrow will be as talented, but he's still young. I think he's right.
Welcome back. As we hit this last segment here, we got to throw it down how we get down. Like I said, we talk about everything that we're going to talk about outside, barbecue, when you're outside with your family, your friends. Plus, if you have questions and stuff, hit us up on it. We kind of did this one here. Last time, like I said, we've just busy-wise are just going through it. But Randy teased us before our break with a thing, TikTok. We've been mentioning him a lot on there, so I'm going to give him a little shout-out again. Blazing Star BBQ. He's out there on all the social media platforms, especially TikToks. You gotta check his TikToks out. He does great ones. He will call out people on it as well. So, like I said, you just gotta enjoy it and go from there. But you were teasing us, so don't tease us no longer. What you got?
Yeah, so Mike with Blazing Star did the world's largest devil egg. If you hadn't checked it out, pause this, go to TikTok, go to Blazing Star BBQ, look up his video, world's largest devil egg, and check that out. I know I just sent it to you, so if you hadn't seen it, go ahead and go to that one and check it out. But man, I asked the question to him in one of his lives, what's the one thing that you would like to cook that you hadn't cooked? And him and his guest got to talking, and he ended up buying ostrich egg that day, and he got it, and man, he didn't skip a beat. He went right to it, cooked that baby. I think it takes about 90 minutes, is from what I looked up, for you to cook that, boil that devil egg to get it to the consistency. And man, that thing was huge. I think it's like 24 eggs. One egg is the size of 24 regular eggs. That's how big that thing is.
Watching this now, and it is huge. It took up the whole big old bowl. Not a gallon pot just by itself. Yep. The fried. There was no way you're fitting anything else in. He used that. What did he use with rub? I missed.
He used some Reaper rub. Yeah. And I think he used some Reaper, Scorpion pickle that he's made. I mean, that looked good. It was massive. I know he was probably full after several bites. Because I know he said he had his neighbors come over and they loved it.
Yeah, that would fill you up. That's wow. That's.
Like he said, it was like 24 regular eggs is the size of one of them.
He's holding this, and he for you, like you said, you got to go check it out.
Go check out that TikTok.
And he's holding it like two-handed. It fills up one of his whole hands. But yeah, it's a big old 13-gallon pot, maybe, and 5 quart. I'm sorry, 5 quart. Excuse me, pot, and he filled that whole thing up with it. And I imagine that thing took forever to cook. I imagine it took forever just to peel. I imagine it took because making the small ones is a challenge. We've seen Leslie do it a ton of times. I can't. Wow, I can't imagine that. But
it took him to boil it. I think he said it took him about 90 minutes to boil it. Then you got to put it in an ice bath to stop the cooking process. Then you got to hope that you cooked it right. Because one mess up, that's it. And I think he's really almost like the first person that's ever completed it, at least, on a video for YouTube, TikTok. So he said, if you haven't checked it out, go check it out for sure. There been any TikTok videos that you've been coming across that you cooking wise, you're like, oh my goodness, that's something off the wall. That sounds good. I don't know. That's pretty much most of my feed is.
Not that I can think of. Mine, like I said, and the thing with TikTok is you like a certain post here and there. That seems to be all you kind of get. And so I've been liking some, and I need to go back to trying to get some of those recipe ones. I think I came across one that did some nachos or something like that. That was really good, but it was just like 5 cheese nachos or something like that with bacon on top. Was really good on it. The Louisiana man, I forget his name off the top of my head as I'm trying to think of it. His stuff comes across with the crawfish right there, which got me wanting crawfish coming up. So it's interesting. Like I said, I like it just because it helps pass the time. I mean, on it, from TikTok, so on it. But like I said, I get some weird feeds. I'm not gonna lie on it. So you like one too many stuff on there. You tend to get that the most. So at least in my feed, you do.
Yeah, you get some off the wall stuff, for sure. I mean, not everybody's going to TikTok now. You still got people on Instagram. Of course, you got your YouTube channels. That are kind of try to chime in every now and then. But it's kind of hard to stay up to date, especially especially on TikTok. And you're right, you get that. You like one post, and that's all you get. You're like, oh my goodness, okay, I just like one video. Now this is becoming stupid. This is ridiculous.
That is very true. Very true. And then, it does. It gets a little crazy. It gets a little ridiculous with it. But because you're right. I mean, you like one thing and then you look at it and that's all you get.
Yep.
I'm seeing one on here and I don't know if we could do it. I think health-wise, it would probably kill people in our family. But what about a smoked bologna thing? What about trying that?
I've smoked bologna before.
Have you?
Yeah.
Where was I?
I don't know where you were. But I've done it. It comes out really good. But yeah, you got to have people who love bologna to want it. Because if you can't eat it a lot. You can one or 2 days for me is max. After that, it gets old real quick.
Okay,
but it comes out real good.
Here's the thing. I've seen this video and it just come across here as I'm kind of glancing here on my phone. They're talking about the way you do a brisket, whether it's fat side up, fat side down. How is there really a right or wrong way to do it?
No. And this is what I kind of tell people. It doesn't matter how you cook it, what you season it with, whether you're doing fat side up, fat side down, you throwing barbecue sauce on it, whatever you like, as long as it tastes good to you and your family, that's the only thing that matters. A lot of people will use the salt and pepper. Some people will tell you when they see you trimming a brisket, oh, you're trimming too much. Me personally, I like to trim it to get that nice looking brisket because I don't want to have a lot of fat on it. Because I'd rather have bark all the way around it. That's just my preference. But if you don't like to trim it, hey, don't trim it. Like I said, don't matter how we cook it and how you cook it. However you like it, do it your way. Because your way is the only way that matters. Don't try to be like somebody else. Don't try to follow competition recipes in the backyard. Because most of the time, they're not going to taste real good.
That is true. And that's what we always say. Do it to your flavor, to your taste. It's different in, I guess, when you're catering and stuff, because then you have to think of other people's palate and stuff, and their food preference, that you can make it spicy. And then you have a bunch of people that don't like spicy food, and you're out of luck there. So, but when you're cooking for yourself, your family, and stuff, do it to you the way you like it, and you won't go wrong with it. And of course, using our sauces and our rubs, hey, we'll help you out just as well. But that was some of the stuff, like I see, on TikToks coming across that, oh, you need to do this. Oh, don't put like on the ribs, don't do it with butter, do it with syrup to get a more sweet taste, or this and that. And I mean, it's all experiment to what you like, how you like it. Some people like it falling off the bone. Some people don't. Obviously, if you're at a competition, you don't want it to fall off the bone, but that's most people are not at the competition. So cook it how you want it, how you like it, and how your family likes it, for sure.
Yep, for sure.
But we'll see. So as we get into a little talk here, I was teasing here about the baseball and starting it up, but they're on strike, so there may not be a season, which kind of cracks me up because the Rangers went and spent all that money and may not be no team, season. And it's funny because I was watching the news one day, Randy, and they said, "Oh, there's too much money left on the table." No, baseball players and the Baseball Players Association have no trouble setting out seasons. They are the best, in my opinion, the best union when it comes to sports. Yep. Football, the players will always fold. Hockey, the same. Hockey, probably a close second. Basketball, they'll fold as well. They're too big because they don't manage their money. They're too busy spending it going and buying bottles of shots and Ferraris and Lamborghinis or whatever. Baseball players tend to manage their money a little bit better, but they're not afraid to sit out a season. Football and basketball, I don't think would ever do it. And that's why they're union. That's why they're always complaining. Well, we got this. Because you gave the owners what they wanted because you were afraid. You were scared.
You give them too much power.
You went all in, poker term, you bluffed. They called your bluff and you folded. Instead of doing like the baseball, and they're like, okay, let's play this game. We're going to go back. We're going to go over the top of you. So that's what's going on right now with the baseball, from what I've seen. So they realized that it may not be a season, maybe a short season. We'll see. I was hoping to go out to the stadium again, but just because
you might go out there to see something, walk around. That's about it.
I might need to go out there to go on a tour. I'm not lying. It was real nice when I went there last year. Might need to just go and take a tour of it for sure. But
it'd be nice to go to a game if they have a season. See what happens. They're supposed to be in spring training now, but we'll see.
You can hear that. You'll hear some whining and noise, and she's at the door right over here, and banging on it. It's kind of like where you keep your rugs and stuff. One of those doors, you really got to push on it to get it open. Any cook-offs or anything coming up down the works or what?
I'm going to try to get to one at the end of the month in Grand Prairie. If we can if I can get some stuff ironed out first, and then of course I think back-to-back weekends on the 11th and the 18th, which is kind of why I want to get things ironed out first, because the 11th is the one that I did in Kaufman County. So kind of close over there by Derrick, kind of. And then in Weatherford, that one's closer. The one that we did a couple years ago. That one for sure. So that mean the dates I got off is just like I said, I got to get other stuff ironed out first. Meat prices have to kind of come down because it's too high.
You don't see too many. I know it's cold. But I haven't seen too many of I know, they've got the new Outlaw Association out there. Mm-hmm. Those guys, I'm sure will be on the competition trail with them soon enough. But you don't see a lot of them posting stuff on it like they used to. Like every weekend right now, they'd be at a cook-off just because. And a lot of it is, I think, because of the prices. It's just, can you afford to get your meats and a good quality of meat too? And pay for the entry fee and pay for the gas and pay for the food. And then with that risk of not winning, obviously you always take that risk of not winning, but then do it every weekend. Because a lot of times you go out there, you might get some calls and stuff, but you might take the L as far as getting your money back. So, but don't give up on it. And I'm sure hopefully the prices will start to slowly creep down. We'll see, but we will see.
Yeah. Got any final thoughts? Anything else?
Any final thoughts? Not really any final thoughts for me. Like I said, I do want to do another just a shout out to the Campbell's installation service out there. Definitely give those guys a follow on Facebook. I'm sure they're on other platforms as well. You can reach them through the messenger or call them directly, 214 494-930853. Check them out. But my final thought of the episode, like I said, it's a great that we're back on it, getting here. If you want to join, you want to give a shout out to a business, let us know. We love doing our small business shout outs as well, so definitely hit us up on that. But no real final thoughts. Like I said, just stay warm out there, stay cool, keep cooking, keep doing what you love. And like I said, my biggest thing is, we've said it, when you're out there cooking, cook it to your flavor, cook it to your way that you love it, and you will be successful no matter what you do. Those are my final thoughts.
My final thoughts is Mags and Greg, y'all keep that weather up there, because like I told you in that TikTok, we don't handle cold down here. You keep that snow up there, okay? But my small business shout out was Jay's Beard Essentials. Check him out on Instagram. I ordered that fresh beard or fresh brewed beard oil, and he's also got some beard butter. He's got different oils, butters. Check him out on Instagram, and of course, check us out, BigSalinsBarbecue.com. Like I said, hit all the links down below. Follow us on Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, YouTube, all the social media sites. Stay up to date on what we got going on, especially those deals that we're going to be that kind of just pop up online. And as always, like I said, give our stuff a try, because you never know, you just may get hooked on Big Taste, Big Flavor, Big Salinas, and get that pin, some stickers. Who knows what else we're going to throw in there? Never know.
We may throw something extra. Definitely hit that up. Yeah, they can definitely keep that weather up there for sure. We don't do cold down here in Texas, just like they don't do hot up there. And we have our fair share of hot for sure. But like you said, give our stuff a try. You will get hooked. Like we said, do anything you do it with love, do it with passion, and we will see you down the road.
The original 5 levels are big, healthy, husky, fluffy, and damn. People ask, what could be bigger than damn?